What is going on, everybody? Thammagotcha here, and welcome into another Go Battle League video. With this time, we're doing an ELO reveal. As you can see, I'm at 2120. I started the season at 2200, dropped a little bit, trying to like test out new teams and things like that. But I found this one works out just fine. I'm pretty sure Joggis ran it back in his video. I'm not 100% sure, but it's going to be Revlealing double fire. So let's jump into these battles here, and we're going to talk about the exploit that kind of went off too, and things like that. A bunch of other content creators are making videos about it, but we had a great lead here. They swap into Cresselia. Maybe I should have swapped into the Skeledirge for the better matchup, because if this thing has Future Sight, it's almost gonna one-shot us, which it does. And my goodness, that Future Sight does so much damage to the Shadow Charizard. I think if this exploit is real, it doesn't really prove the fact that people think that there's an algorithm. I don't think that Niantic really makes the point of trying to make everybody 50-50 when they can barely keep up with their move updates, the Go Battle League lag, all this other stuff. But that doesn't mean that people aren't cheating. I mean, there are spoofers, there are this, there are that, and this is just another way for people to cheat. I don't know how many people knew about it before all these content creators started making videos about it, so now it's just probably going to go into overdrive. And if Niantic really wants to do something about it, then could be a shutdown of Go Battle League for a little bit for them to rework some things, but we won't know until things happen, or if they make a statement about anything, but we'll see. Anyways, oh my gosh, they come in with the Registeel to a Revlealing, and I have 2 Sacred Swords loaded already. That's really all I'm gonna say about it. Sure, they might know your team, might know new movesets, things like that. They might do some weird things, but at the end of the day, if you play well, you can overcome it. And I don't think there's an algorithm taking matchups that you build a new team and then you have super hard counters left, right, and center. It sucks. It's the end of the day. It sucks. But if you keep making new teams every 3 games, you could possibly get hard countered, and the team that you had before could have won. So, I mean, pick or choose your battles here. I don't think there's an algorithm. That's up to you. I'm not going to sway your position and thought or anything like that, but I just think that this new way of cheating, yeah, it sucks. People are going to know your movesets, people are going to know your team, but Go Battle League is such a fast-paced game as well that they only get like a 30-40 second chance to look at that before it really starts going in, and then you can miscount. You can really take advantage of that, people not paying attention to how many counts you have, things like that. But again, it sucks that they can cheat, but if they can fix it, I don't know how they're gonna fix it. It's all in the code, but we'll see in the future. Anyways, another Cresselia say swap. This time I do swap into my Skeledirge here, able to completely wall this one because it just has Moonblast Grass Knot. So what I'm gonna do here is I'm gonna overfarm just to about 100 energy here, throw the Disarming Voice, and I should have a Shadow Ball locked and loaded for when that Swampert wants to come back in. And the Swampert does get back in here. We're gonna throw the Shadow Ball. This is gonna do some nice chip damage here. Maybe I should have went for the Disarming Voice because we do get the shield, but I didn't think I was gonna be able to make it to a second Shadow Ball, but we do, which is absolutely amazing. And I'm not really threatened by all this energy that Swampert has here, considering the fact that it's gonna be walled by Revlealing. Revlealing comes in, it's gonna resist the Earthquake, gonna resist the Hydro Cannon, although it does do some damage here. It's not enough to be threatening. And now out comes a Charizard with a 2-to-1 shield advantage. I just make it to the back-to-back Blast Burns here. I'm gonna win this game, no problem. They can throw 2 Dragon Claws, and I'm still gonna outpace to the Blast Burn. This is 5-4 and then 6, so that's what, it's 15, and then it's 7-6, which is 13. So I'm definitely just gonna outpace to 2 Blast Burns rather than just trying to bait here and then losing the game from a bait. Blast Burn comes in, that gets shielded, and then we just go straight for the Blast Burn. Swamper wants to come back in. We're gonna be able to make it to a Dragon Claw if they don't throw. So they're gonna be forced to throw their energy. They just quit anyways, and that's gonna be a good game. Well played to my opponent there. So hopping into the next matchup here, Revlealing into Primarina. This is an amazing lead if they do not have Charm, and this opponent does not have Charm, which is absolutely amazing. But now they come in with the Ampharos, so I'm gonna throw 2 more double kicks, making sure that they don't sneak a full switch through. I should be throwing Leap Blade here. Leap Blade is a more damaging move, and I throw 1 double kick and then a Leap Blade. Leap Blade does a lot more damage, as you can tell here, probably about 10 more damage. And if I would have thrown 2 Leaf Blades, I may have been able to just farm all the way down. I tried to see if they had Focus Blast here, tried to make a little sneaky catch, but they only had the Brutal Swing. Brutal Swing going to be doing super effective damage. I just needed to take this energy on the Skeledirge here. Because this is Waterfall, I can't have this on my Charizard. And for some reason, we lose CMP tie on a 3 versus 4 turn fast move, which is completely bonkers by me. I don't know if somebody in the comments can let me know how the heck that happened. I had a 3 turn fast move versus 4 turn fast move, so I should have been able to throw my move before they even can sneak a different one, which is really weird. And now my switch clock timer is not up here, so I'm going to farm up a bunch of energy. I'm going to shield the Sludge Bomb. I'm going to come in with Charizard down, and Charizard's going to be able to make it to a Dragon Claw. That's all I really needed to do. Charizard could even take a Sludge Bomb if it wanted to. We're at full health, and from here I'm just going to commit to the farm down and throw a Blast Burn at that Primarina, because once Sleep Blade is not going to be enough to KO, so I do need a little bit of chip damage considering they do have a shield. So with the Blast Burn plus the 2 Leaf Blades I got stored, we're going to be able to take this game, no problem. Blast Burn comes in. That does massive resistant damage. My goodness gracious. And with 2 Leaf Blades locked and loaded, we have this game in the bag. Locked and loaded. Left, right, and a good night to that Primarina. Nice little spice pick. The Waterfall is a little bit different. You don't get walled by Registeel or anything like that. So nice pick by my opponent there. I think that Tapu Fini is the way to go if you want to go for a Water Fairy type. I understand if you don't have the legendary for it, but it is what it is. Now we're going to be hopping into the next match here. Yeah, terrible lead here. I'm going to swap into my Charizard. If you have a Giratina on the lead, there is not really a good safe swap. Charizard just going to stick to the same pacing as Giratina, unless they wanted to go for the Ancient Power, which I'm assuming that this Giratina wants to go for Ancient Power here. So I'm going to end up shielding up the first move here. They don't get the boost, which is nice. I'm going to shield up, or sorry, I'm going to throw 1 wing attack and throw another Dragon Claw. Dragon Claw going to be doing massive damage. Not enough to KO, which is the unfortunate part. But from here, I'm going to be shield up the second Ancient Power, and I do believe I can just farm all the way down. But now in comes Ampharos. I don't know why my opponent just didn't come in with the Ampharos right away. There just would have been hard countered here. Now I can bring my Virizion into this Ampharos here, not worry about it going on to my Skeledirge and getting Brutal Swing. So that's a double win for me. Even if this thing does have Focus Blast is not going to one-shot KO the Virizion. So I can take this Focus Blast to the face. Does a lot of damage, but not enough to KO. I could have overfarmed a bunch of energy there, considering they were energy dry, but I don't know why. So we throw the second sword, and what wants to come in? It's a Charizard, and this is bad. See, if I would have overfarmed energy there, my switch clock timer would have been lowered, and I could have maybe faked a Stone Edge. No, never mind. I threw the Leaf Blade and the Sacred Sword, so quite unfortunate on my end. Dragon Claw going to be coming in to knock us out, and from here, I just have to make it to maybe I can go throw the Disarming Voice and then the Shadow Ball. So I think my win condition, that would be my win condition. And if a good player knows this, they're going to no-shield the first one they try to catch on the Giratina. Does not work out for them. I throw the Disarming Voice, and if they no-shield this, they win the game. If they shield this, I win the game. They no-shield it like a savage. And oh, that is so unfortunate on my end. I should have just threw the Shadow Ball. Lesson learned. But if I would have thrown the Shadow Ball, it would have been game over anyways, because they would have gotten 1 wing attack away from the next Dragon Claw. So GG's to my opponent. Pretty neutral lead here. 2 Icicle Spears is going to be enough to KO with the Powder Snow damage. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to throw the Sacred Sword here. I am going to wait 1 turn, so I'm not going to tap for 1 turn here. And I'm going to swap into my Skeledirge, and we get a full Incinerate through, and we catch the Icicle Spear. You love to see it. And they are not swapping out. So these Incinerates are absolutely chunking this wall ring. So from here, I'm just going to go for the Disarming Voice. It's a little less energy cost, so it takes 2 more Incinerates to get to my next Disarming Voice, whereas if I went Shadow Ball, it would have been another 3, I think. Something like that. So now out comes a Skeledirge of their own. I'm going to farm up just before they reach their own Shadow Ball. I don't want to risk a CMP tie here. And we get their shield, which is very nice. And now we should just be able to outpace to the next Shadow Ball. I'm going to shield this one up. Shadow Ball would have did massive super effective damage and taken me out. But you're going to see here that Skeledirge can survive a Shadow Ball. Not very health, not with a lot of health, but enough to where the fact that I can come in with Charizard and get a nice little farm down. And now out comes a Walrein. We throw the Dragon Claw. Dragon Claw is going to be enough to take care of this Walrein. And what does not want to see the Charizard here? It's a Virizion of their own, and that's going to be a good game. Well played to my opponent there. And yeah, so that's going to be a nice 4-1 set here. Thank you all so much for watching. If you guys like the content, please hit that like button. Comment if you want to make me do a full breakdown video of any of this or anything like that. But if you want to see any more different teams, let me know down below in the comments. Hit that subscribe button if you haven't already, because it really helps out the channel, and we'll see everybody in the next video.